So you want to know how to play Century Age of Ashes. To start, I totally recommend you go into play and click on Free Flight. And once you're loaded in, you can just pick one of the three classes. Quick rundown, Marauders are good at hunting down individual targets. Wind Guards are good at protecting allies, providing them shields and a little bit of health on the side. And Phantoms are really good at assassinating players by going invisible, setting mines, that sort of thing. So I'm just going to pick a random class. Let's go with Marauder. We're going to choose Frostbolts and start. So the bare bones basics, as soon as you jump into the game, you'll notice that you gradually fly forward at a nice snail's pace. But if you hold space, then you start to move faster. You can obviously dive down to go faster as well. And if you double tap space, you do a boost, which consumes a point of stamina. And you can regain stamina by going over these energy rifts. I think it regenerates over time too. I'm not entirely sure. But definitely going to want to go over these to have as much stamina as possible. Otherwise, you can pick up these wind blessings, which gives you infinite stamina for a short amount of time. Kind of just go nuts. The energy rifts are also located pretty much throughout the map. There's not a set location for them. If you look and explore, you'll be able to find plenty of locations to restore your stamina. Also, these updrafts or wind columns, whatever you want to call them, also restore a point of stamina. Also, the shield is really good for picking up if you want to be able to survive and not take much damage. Constantly refillable, unlike your health. Only Wind Guards can provide you with a heal right now. Also, holding left shift serves as a brake, so it'll allow you to perform tight turns. So for example, flying really fast right here, and then suddenly you want to turn around this corner. Well, you hold shift, and boom, just like that, you've turned that corner really nice and tight. Anyways, combat. You find yourself an enemy. What you can do, you put your cursor over them, and it'll lock on. Left click to send out a fireball. And if you're close enough, and you'll be able to see it by having the glowing ring of health light up, you can right click to do a continuous stream of fire breath, which basically will do damage whenever you have no fireballs. And from there, it's pretty much just learning how to maneuver your dragon, going around, combining your left and right clicks, using your powers effectively as well. The Marauder is, like I said, really good at tracking down individual targets. You can use the D key, send out a tracker, and boom. Every single consecutive fireball that you fire at them, you can just send infinite fireballs at them. They're going to be weaker, but that's not really much of a big deal. If you can keep onto them and be able to consistently hit them, you'll be able to kill them pretty easily. The other ability that you have the option of choosing between is either Gust or Frostbolts. And the Frostbolts, well, you send them out to an enemy. If they're shielded, they basically have their shield removed pretty much entirely. And if they are unshielded, then they have reduced turn rate, which is really good for chasing them down. And so feel free to just spend some time getting familiar with the terrain, finding out good flight paths to take, what to do when you are being attacked. If you're being attacked, you'll see some arrows coming towards the center of your screen. If they're red, that means that they're probably going to hit you. If they're white, then there's a good chance that you'll dodge them, because there's some kind of terrain between you and the locked-on fireball. So in Carnage mode, there are two power-ups that you can pick up. The Berserk Wraith, which spawns every few frags. You'll be able to chase it around the map. It follows a pretty tight flight path, so it's very hard to catch. But when you do manage to catch it and kill it, you go Berserk, granting you a ton of shield that doesn't stack with shield pickups, unfortunately. And you also get a huge bounty on you, so you gotta be careful. You gotta make use of the power while it lasts, while also trying to avoid being targeted so much by the other people by just kind of outgetting them. The other one is the Drake Piercer, which is a insta-kill projectile that you can pick up right here at the top of the map. It pops up every few minutes or so. And once you have the Drake Piercer, you just find yourself an enemy. You press A. Beware that your controls become severely limited once you have it equipped. But you click on an enemy and boom, they're dead. And it's just a one-time use. And I think that's all I could really demonstrate. The rest just matter. And I think that's all I can really demonstrate. The rest boils down to how much you play the game, practicing both in solo flight and in actual matches. Of course, there's going to be losses, there's going to be wins. It's not really a big deal. After all, it's just a game. Hope you enjoyed the video and that it was informative, and I'll see you next time.